Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I thought I would bring you my planner slash journal lineup for the year. So guys, stick around. Okay guys, so I know it looks like a lot. It really isn't. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to pull out journal and planner separate. So I think we're going to start with the planners. So let's start with that, and then we will get to my journals that I will be using. Oops, guys, bear with me. Messing up everything here. Trying to switch everything around. Okay, so I am going to stick with my two planners that I'm currently using, which is the Wonderland 222 and my Hobonichi cousin. So right now I use my Hobonichi, I'm sorry, my Wonderland. This is my January setup. I use this Wonderland as my on-the-go. This stays in my purse. This keeps me going during the week, so I know when I have stuff and when I don't, and it's just a weekly planner. The thing I like about this planner, and I'm going to flip back one page and let you see. The thing I like about this planner, number one, it has a month in review. So at the end of December, I can do a review of December. Guys, I really didn't use this last year, but I think this year I want to do this. And the reason I want to is because this year I feel like is going to be the year that I have a lot of changes, and I want to be able to look back at this and just see what all I did. This is my dashboard. This is where I'm going to keep up. I haven't set my goals and I haven't done important days. Guys, the month is just getting away with me. I know it's almost January and I need to fill this stuff out. But I do like to use my dashboard. It kind of helps me just to flip to here and say what's going on. And I like that. I also have my monthly calendar, and I can do a to-do list for the month. And then you get into your weeks. So then you have all your weeks in between. So you get to the 30th, and then when you flip over, you have January in review. Then you have February overview. So my overview is where I'll put my dashboard page in, and then you go into your monthly. I love that. The other thing that I like about this planner is you have 4 years to look at, and they're all moving forward. If you notice in the Hobonichi, it's last year, this year, and the following year. And for me, I don't really need to see last year's planner. I mean, I don't need to see that calendar. So it didn't make sense to me to have that. I know a lot of people would just put stickers over that year. But this one, you have 4 years to look at. And then you have what is the Perpetual Calendar. I have not yet decided how I'm going to use this year. I've got a couple of ideas of what I want to use it for. We will see how that goes. And then you have your first quarter, which is January, February, and March. I know February and March is going to be a lot of health-related stuff because you know your girl's got to have a hip replacement. So I know that's what's going to be taken over here. Then we have the second quarter, April, May, and June. So you can do quarterly planning, July, August, September, October, November, December. And so once you finish with that, then you go into trackers. Guys, this is the first time I noticed that I had November and December. I assumed that I didn't have those. Should have been using those. But starting in January, I want to use my trackers here and actually use them completely this year. I did not do that last year. And so then we come to our, I never used this page. I thought I would. I did not. So there you go. So that is my Wonderland 222. Again, this is the planner that stays in my purse. It doesn't stay in my purse. It goes with me in my purse. The one that stays home is the Hobonichi Cousin, and this is the A5. And so this is the Avec, so they split the year into two planners or two books. So I will try to link above the setup of this so you can see how I set everything up. I love these here. So my thought process here, since this stays at home, is that I will set this up probably something to do with home or exercise, dieting, something that will be useful for me to just have at home. So I'm thinking that's what's going to be here. And then you have all the way through December. I did not set up December in this planner for the monthly calendar because I'm not going to be looking back. I do have my January already set up, and I will link that above also. So we've got January set up. So next week, this is February. So let's get to the out of the months. So this takes you through June and July are the last 2 months in here. The first week of planning is December 27th through January 2nd. So guys, the plan with me's that will go up for the week of Christmas will be in my old book. The week after Christmas will be in my new planner. So guys, I love that this is set up. All the monthlies, I prefer my monthly to be with my weeks, which is why I like the Wonderland. I'm okay with it here. I'm used to it in the Hobonichi where the month are at the front and my weeks, and then I have my daily pages. So the one thing that I still need to put in here and film for you guys is going to be my vision board. And I think what I am going to do is do my vision board here. I'm not sure where I am going to put my word for the year. It may have to go back here in the back. I don't want it to be there. I think what I will do is do something very decorative for my word for the month there. And then I will probably come back, maybe cover this page with my word. I don't know. We'll have to see how that turns out. There will be a video for that. But once you get there, then this is my January dashboard, which is with my January dailies. And my thought process is this is going to become my daily journal. This is going to be where I just jot down the feelings or things that are happening and those kind of things. And just a short, just synopsis. I still want to use stickers and that kind of stuff in here, and I will. Probably not as many because I'm going to be limited to one page, and I'm going to have to get used to that again. However, I still can use a separate journal if I feel like I need to. But I'm thinking I'm going to do this and journal every day in my daily pages. I do have, I have been ordering the daily pages for my cousin from Mandy Lynn Plans. And my thought process is to still use the sticker here and across the bottom, because why not? And that may be all the stickers that I use, but that is going to be my cousin Avec. So that is the first half. The second half is identical. So yes, I am going to change, add my word. I will print it out twice so that I can put whatever I decide to do. I can put that here, and I can also carry my vision board. I'll print that out twice also so that I can have it here. I do find when I look at my vision board and when I look at my word for the day repeatedly during the year, it keeps me focused on what I want, where I want to be, and where I want to be at the end of the year. So I do enjoy having both of those. Saying that, this planner is set up identical. So you still have your perpetual calendar. It just goes from July to December, then January to June. And this is marked up here for 2023, but it's a perpetual calendar. The days will always stay the same. And then you have your months, and they go through January, and then you start right into the last week of June, first week of July, and then you continue on. And this will take you all the way through December. So this will take you to January 1st. Most planners are going to do this last week here in their new upcoming planner. So I anticipate that I probably will not use this. This may also be if I do my vision board and my word of the year on sticker paper. I could probably cover this last week. That's a thought. And then you go right into the daily pages. And again, I will use this for my journaling. So guys, that is my planner. Now, I do have a work planner, which is, I'm putting this back up here on my shelf, which is a Wonderland 222, just like the one that I just showed you. It lives at work. I only bring it home to set it up. Now, we're going to get into this stack. And this looks like a lot. It really is not. So, guys, I'm going to kind of slide this over. I have been wanting a 5-year Hobonichi for a long time. I bought 2 years. This will be the second year that Emma has been in hers. I think she's been in it 2 years. This January will start the 3rd year. And she has enjoyed her planner so much. And when I reviewed it, I just fell in love with it. So this year, I ordered the 5-year, which is going to be 2022 through 2026. Part of the reason that I went ahead and ordered it is because I want to track what's going on over the next 5 years, because I'm hoping in here I am going to be out on the road in my RV. That is my plan, guys. And I want to take a snapshot occasionally and put it in here just to see where I am, you know, hairstyle changes, location changes, all that kind of stuff. So I am going to print out the little pictures from my Mint. Is it a Mint? I'm not sure what it's called. But you know, guys, it's that little handheld printer. So I'm going to do that, and then just do a little bit of journaling over here, just the basics of what's going on, how I'm feeling, something like that. But this is going to be a 5-year journey. I cannot wait till December 31st of the last year so that I can look back and say, oh my gosh, I did it. Also, the thing that I like about it is that you can do like a year in review on these last pages. So you have a blank page, and then you have 2022, 2023, and all the way to 2026. And then remember this. So this is such an interesting idea to me. And guys, I just love this cover. I just can't tell y'all how much I love this cover. So this is kind of like a journal. It's just going to be a roadmap of the last 5 years, or the next 5 years rather. The next thing I have is my reading life, which is a book journal. I'm going to kind of set these over to the side. They're kind of in my way. And I love this concept. The first thing I want to show you, I have shown you guys, and I'll link the video up above when I opened this, a little bit about it. And it was interesting as we were going, I figured out even more things. So like whatever page is here, it is going to be book number. So book 16, I could put the title of book there. So anytime I want to look back and say, what was that book about? I can go and find the page. So it's it's an ongoing table of contents that you keep up with. And so this is going to give you a lot of things. So you know, when you first get it, you're going to do a snapshot of what's right now. You can track how often you read. And I like this. I think what I'm going to do is put, if I check off the day, I have to read at least 30 minutes. I think that's obtainable because I normally read way more than that. But if I only have time for 10 minutes, I don't think, for me personally, if I only read 10 minutes, then I haven't read today. So I think that's what my tracker is going to be. And this kind of breaks down your taste in books. And so you've got all of these things to kind of help you. She also gives you some book ideas, and I will probably pull some of these into, I'm looking at some of the names to see if any of them I have already read. Fahrenheit 451. Did I read that? That sounds so familiar. Children of Blood and Bone. I've read one book in this series, and I think that might have been it. I'm not sure. I may have to reread it. I have Anne of Green Gables loaded on my Kindle. I have not started reading it yet. I do kind of like the idea of some of the children's books for grown-ups. I kind of like that. Biography, autobiography, and memoirs. So, it's not that I don't like to read those. I do, but in small doses. And narrative nonfiction. I don't know that I really have read a whole lot of that, so we'll see. And then she breaks it down to winter reading, spring, summer, and fall. And then my to be read list, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So it's 32 books of to be read, which is good because I can pull them, you know, books that I see and go ahead and put them here that I want to read. And then this becomes my reading log. And I like this because you put the title of the book, the author, the genre, the length, the publisher, the year published, themes, how I discovered this book, because oftentimes it's something somebody has recommended. So I'd like to know that. Memorable quotes, thoughts and impressions, what I thought about it, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, when I started, when I finished it. You can rate it for enjoyment, craft, overall. I'd recommend this too. I like that. I know in the back, once we get through all, I think it's 100 books. Yes. After that, you have more book lists. So she does give you a lot of lists. Oh, Station 11, wonderful book. I read that one based on listening to her, Anne, I can never read Bogle. I can never remember how to say her last name. I have to look at it to get it. But I listened to her podcast, and she had recommended Station 11 several times. And it was really good. Another book that she recommended, and I'm looking to see if it's on here, is All the Light We Cannot See. And that was a wonderful book. So you have, and then Audible books. Ooh. The Stationery Shop. I think I've read that. So I'm kind of interested in sitting down and reading, picking some of the, Discovery of Witches. I've read that one. You guys know I have read that one. The Stand by Stephen King. Oh my word. I read that book 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. It was before I ever had my son, and he's 25. And guys, it is just as good today as it was back then, and it's still relevant today as it was back then. And it really reminded me when COVID hit, it was the first book that I thought about. So guys, some of the books in here are like extra long books, but they're really good. So I can't wait to dive into some of these books that she's recommending. And yeah, I cannot wait. And then another thing she has is favorite and other logs. So this is favorite books, favorite authors, favorite quotes. I love this because I'm always highlighting quotes in my Kindle. Books I've borrowed or loaned. So for me, this is not as big of a deal other than when books are loaned to me that I have borrowed. I want to make sure they go back to who they go back to, but I always read on Kindle, so I don't loan books out. Books I've given or received as gifts. I love this because I do give books as gifts. So this is reflecting on the year. How has my reading changed? So guys, that is going to be my reading life, and I have been doing a lot of Audible books. Yes, I can mark it in here that I listen to it on Audible, but I'm hoping this year to change that and that I'm going back to physically reading the books again. Let's see, what's the next one? So the next one, I have not taken this off yet, so let's go ahead and do that. So this is just Astrology 365, I think that's what it's called. Editor Series 365 Days, Notebook A5. So this goes with this. And I know you're thinking, Wendy, what in the world? So these are called table topics, and it's questions to start great conversations. And so I don't want to just write about what's going on in my life. I want to get out of that habit. I just want to just journal. I want to have a topic that I can just write on and it'll just clear my mind. So this was my thought. This is the Adventure Destination Anywhere set. And so the thought is that you just pull a question. Have you ever picked up a travel companion along the way? Yes, I have. I need to have that one first. And so then I can just say, I can write the question down and then I can journal about it. And so for me, the perfect response to that would be, yes, my friend Jan from Canada. I met her in Ireland and we have continued to travel together ever since. And it is wonderful to have somebody that you can relate to, have similar experiences, and that you've become friends with and that you can share traveling with. So that is I just feel like this is going to be fun and it's going to give me something else to write about, because sometimes I'm going to be honest, I'm living by myself and the house is clean, videos are up, everything's done, and I have 4 hours before I have to go to bed. This is the perfect way for me to do that, and I don't have to put a limit on how many pages I fill up when I am writing about that subject. So I cannot wait. This is probably the one that I can't wait the most to start. And then, as you guys know, let's see. Here are some of the colors that I swatched for you in a previous video. I will try to leave that up, guys. If I can get all these cards in there, I will. But my thought process is, I am going to number all of these and then number all the vials. And that way, when I get ready to pick out an ink color, I can look, match it to the vial, and I can fill up an ink pen based on the color that I want to match a kit. So that was the whole point of it. But I also want to put all the colors I have. So like I still have ink sitting here from my ink vent calendar. So I am going to not only do these, but I'm going to go back and swatch all of those in this book. And then any ink that I get in moving forward, I am going to swatch them. So this is going to be my ink journal. So I'm not going to use this one very often. I normally order samples, and then if I really like that color after I've used it, then I would purchase a small bottle of that ink. Like some of the pinks, and I think this might be the pink that I have from Pilot. I think this one is it. So I like this color. I bought a bottle. It's the small bottle. It's this size bottle. And if you see it in my hand, it's a small bottle. And that's not the one. That is Fuyo Shogun. It's a gray. But that is my thought process. And then if I purchase this as a bottle of ink, then I am going to come in and denote it somehow on this page that I also have it as a bottle of ink. So that is what this is going to be about. And the other reason is when I get ready to go on my RV, hit the road, I'm not going to be able to bring everything that I have in my office, because if I did, that's all it would be in my RV. So I want to narrow down to the colors that I really like. And so my thought process is probably the best way for me to move forward with my ink purchases is to keep it to the ink samples. These I can, like right now, I probably have 25 inks in here. So they don't take up much room. I do have a rack, and hopefully in my storage in my RV, I will have a room where I can just stack those racks, and then that way I can take a lot more inks with me. That's the thought. So guys, I know it looks like I have a big planner stack and that there's a lot of things going on, and you're thinking, Wendy, what in the world are you thinking and what are you doing? But honestly, it's not, oops, I'm knocking everything over. It's not that bad. It's less than I have used. And I know you're thinking, Wendy, what are you going to use for YouTube and social media? Well, guys, it hasn't come in yet. I didn't want to delay anymore doing this video, so I'm going ahead and filming without my new social media planner. There's some issues with the company, some printer issues, and then some shipping. You know how shipping is delayed. I reached out to them yesterday, and they have assured me that it's going to be shipping in the next few days. So I should have it hopefully by January 1st. So as soon as that one comes in, I'm going to review it with you guys and get it set up. So guys, I hope you liked this video, and until next time, guys, bye-bye.